Going live. Come on. What's up, everybody out there in Leadership Land? Daryl D coming to you live from Kicking the Faith number 2. Dude, I'm loving this. I got like my laptop. I'm sitting here. I'm talking to you. And this is my second one here on YouTube. So we're trying to YouTube it. I'm going to become a YouTuber. As you can still catch my stuff on Kicking the Faith in Facebook for a lot of content. A ton of content over there. You can catch Coach Daryl D in Facebook as well. And even go over to Adventure Catholic, where we talk about leadership in a ministerial setting, so to speak. So I'm just going to sit here and hang out and talk to you guys for a little bit. What am I doing today? Today's day, excuse me, getting over like this cold and schmutz. Let's talk about that. So what's going on? 9 days in, right? You probably caught this on Kicking the Faith on the Facebook. 9 days in, and so at the end of every year, what I like to do is kind of reassess my my life. I like to kind of take stock. It's a good thing to do, and see where I want to go in the coming years. And in the last couple of years, I've really taken this to the next level in my life. Gotten a lot more serious about it, not just from this was a great year. 1998 was awesome. 99, that kind of crap. Which is, I'm dating myself, but I really kind of says, okay, what is it that worked? What didn't work? Who is God calling me to be? What's the crap I'm doing that's successful, that's bringing me closer to God and becoming the person He created me to be? And what's the crap I need to stop? And that means taking into account my dreams, my goals, my desires, things I'd like to see by the end of my life, what I'd like to be able to, my deathbed, what would I like to say I did, and what's some of the crap that I, probably say I wish I didn't do. And so stop doing that stuff, start doing other things, all that good, juicy stuff. And that's what Kicking the Faith is all about. It's about human formation, taking the stuff that God gave us, and I call the stuff the personal development stuff that God gave us. And those are the tools we use to uncover who we are in Christ and becoming the person God created me. Because at the end of the day, and this is a little story I've got in my musings of over the years. At the end of the day, this rabbi was saying, and I forgot what it is, what rabbi it was, what Jewish saying, and he says, when I die and I see God face to face, God's not going to ask me. He's not going to say, Daryl, why were you not Abraham? And he's not going to look at me and say, why were you not Moses? He's not going to say, Daryl, why were you not Michael Jordan? Why were you not Tom Brady? He's going to look at me and say, Daryl, why were you not Daryl? Yes, I said it. He's going to ask you the same question. Why were you not who He created you to be? And we have to uncover that. So that brings us to January 9th. Here I am. Boom. And so at the end of the year, 2019, I'm lining up my stuff. I'm doing okay, I got this, I got that. I'm ready to rock and roll. And I have 4 key areas I work on because we can't be one-dimensional, right? We can't be the one-dimensional. We can talk more about that later. And one-dimensional people just not working, and that can be in crazy ways. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. But so 4 key areas, and I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. And one of my key areas is my body, my health, my fitness, and expressing myself physically as God created me to be. So it's not just having this like that, which is nothing. It's not being a bodybuilder. It's nothing like that. It's just about being as fit and as healthy as I can be. I mean, that's really what we're called to do. I mean, if you like bodybuilding, I have a good friend. He was a bodybuilder. That's great. Then do it. I mean, if that's where you're at. Some people like the CrossFit. Some like me. I love the martial arts. Some people like to walk and hike. Some people like, doing things that keep you fit and healthy and make this feel good, right? And then some of you means you have to go to the doctors and get checked out and be under a lot more doctor care right away until you can get that hammered out, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take my physicalness to the next level. I got everything laid out each of my days. And wouldn't you know it, I get hit with like this sinus crap. I got this. It's trying to stave it off. And due to my background in the Chinese martial arts, one of my instructors taught us a lot of natural healing herbs and stuff. Yes, I can take antibiotics, and I've done that before. But I always have this go-to thing. It's I ingest a buttload of – just kidding. It's really a mouthload of garlic. I do buy the emergency, and I go up to 10,000, 15 milligrams of vitamin C. I've taken horseradish to clean this out, wasabi, whatever it is. If I get chest congestion, I take the red sauce, a hot sauce, like Louisiana hot sauce. I just use that naturally. Just try to ginger. All these different concoctions. I go back to all my notes at my instructor gave us about natural healing, and just trying to knock that out in a natural way. So it may take a little longer, but I don't know. I like it. It works for me. So now I'm kind of on the back end of this garbage. You can still hear it in my nose. And basically, but I got hit with that. Of course, I don't feel like working out. So I made a commitment to do takes like 2 minutes of weights in my body. I'm using a kettlebell and about 40 pounds. And so it's a lot. Squats, lunges, and some presses. And that is it. I mean, I'm talking bare minimum. I'm doing like 10 goblet squats, 5 each leg lunges, and then 5 presses overhead each arm. Very minimal, but it's a lot more than I was doing in 2019. The 1% rule. Can I just do a little more? And even I didn't feel like it. I'm committed every day to using that. Now, eventually my goal is, hopefully, not my goal, we're going to see what happens. By June, July, it's going to be like nothing. I'm like pumping these out. I'm like, oh, I can do more. So I start adding reps, right? Or weight. We'll get to that. But I didn't feel like it. And I was like, I had every excuse in my head going, I'm tired. You don't need to just rest. Just rest. It's okay. But I didn't rest. I committed to it. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't exciting. Wasn't sexy. But I got it done. So I was late at night. I'm like, I'm like, oh my gosh, excuse me. Like, it's done. And so when I look back the last couple of days, I can look at my tracking sheet and I'm like, I did it. There's not a blank sheet. Checked it off. And I can see that compounding. And it's not so much my body that got benefit, but it's my mind. It's my mind that got the benefit from it. So January 9th, 2020. Did not start out like I'm doing. Now, my goal is, hope by the grace of God and all this good stuff we're taking that he gave us, that I will be kind of like back in health and ready to hit it come Monday, back in action, ready to pump it out and do some other stuff that I want to do that I have not done physically, and get going. But it's kind of like, seriously, God, you're giving me this. And I think, the message is that obviously we know in personal development, you can do more than you imagine. And we can, right? God created us amazing, amazing creatures, and we can do more than we imagine. Right? But sometimes we overwhelm ourselves thinking, oh crap, I got to do it all at once. And you don't, you just got to do 1%. Right. And then when we only do the 1%, we beat ourselves up because it's like, it was so easy, but it was so hard to do it. But looking back, it was like, oh my gosh, I could have done more. You could have, but don't worry about that. Just get over that hump. And I had to mentally, I remember driving home going, I still haven't done my weights. And I've timed myself. It takes like 2 freaking minutes. That's it. 2 minutes. And I still haven't done it. And I'm like, what the heck? And so when I did it, I'm like, seriously, that's all it takes? But 2 minutes of my life out of 24 hours, and it's in here, and I'm emotionally, my body's like, no, rest. No, you don't need this. And I'm like, I've got to do it. It didn't kill me, right? Did it make me, did it use my energy? Yeah. Slept great last night. I'll be honest with you. Slept great. I said, I'm getting more rested. I'm almost there. So, just because I wasn't feeling good and it's not going doesn't mean that I can't do something still to keep my body active. All right. So I talk about my body and in terms of health and fitness and how that's not stopping me from achieving what I've set out. And this end of the year review. So I totally forgot what the heck we were talking about in this particular January 9th. But I want to leave you with this, my friends. Wherever you're at, even if your year's not starting out right, or maybe you didn't do the goals, it's that thing, or you want to start, do it now. Set up for the rest of the year. Set up, take this next, whatever days we have left, 20, I don't know. We have 30 days, whatever it is, 20 something days, and say, start in February, make February New Year. But do something with your life. All right. And the best way to do that, obviously, you start with prayer every day. And then you build on it. If you need help, if you comment below, I'll be happy to help you out with some of the 4 key areas. We'll be talking about that later. And that's it. So Kicking the Faith is all about taking who you are and the gift that God gave you, which is you, and doing something with it. All right, my friends, I'm going to hit the end stream button. By the way, if you go subscribe, I'm going to be that guy, right? I'm the YouTuber. Go subscribe if you like this. And we're talking, feel free. I'd love to have a subscription of people on there just listening. And also go to Kicking the Faith on Facebook. I think there's a link below. Hit there, subscribe there, get the latest. I'm going to be on there popping some text and some things you can read throughout your day to inspire you. You can go to Coach Daryl D. Sometimes I'm trying to link all these together. You can even go to Adventure Catholic for your kids. Check it out. There's some good parenting tips over there. I'm trying to keep them all together, but I'm still learning this stuff. So to bringing you the best of what I can bring for you to help your life be what you want it to be, because God has something awesome for you. And I'm not just telling you up there in mega church that, oh, God has something awesome for you. I mean, really, he freaking does. But sometimes we miss it in the trenches because that's how life is lived, one day at a time, in the messiness and the dirt and the ugliness of the crap that goes on. Um, and when we can embrace that, then we can see the beauty. All right, my friends, quote that. All right, peace out. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to end with something profound. Love God, love your family, lead on. All right, guys, love you. Thanks for watching. Shit, yeah.